Hi, my name is Pankaj, and today we will talk about AI and consciousness. This is a very fascinating topic. So, as we know, the artificial intelligence, or in short, AI, has taken the market and the world by a storm. Um, a lot of AI models have been released in the market, and new LLMs, large language models, have come into the market, and a lot of people are using it. um, to those of you who don't know what is LLM and what is AI models, so you must have heard of terms like ChatGPT, Claude, or Llama, right? So these are nothing but AI models, and which has been released in the market, and a lot of people are interacting with these AI models, and it is helping a lot of industries. It is helping a lot of people, and now it has reduced the search engine traffic. So as we know that earlier we used to go to Google whenever we had any questions or anything we wanted to search, but now a lot of people are kind of resorting to ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, to name a few. So these are new large language models which have been released in the market. um, we know that these models are very smart. They have the human like interaction, and we can ask any questions, and they are supposed to provide us a very concrete and concise, and a very sometimes very detailed answer that we can expect from a human, right? So it's a human like interaction, uh, which is very fascinating about the large language models, right? So these models have got, no doubt, a lot of intelligence, because they have been trained on billions of data, or trillions of data. A lot of data they have been trained on, and you can ask any questions, and they have ready to go answers. So now a lot of people are also thinking about the concept of singularity, right? And this is very fascinating concepts. Let me tell you. So the concept of singularity says that the AI will be intelligent, or it will be super intelligent. So now we have the artificial intelligence, but now two more terms are coming in, and one term is AGI, artificial general intelligence, which will be a lot more smarter than the current AI. And then the next level of that will be ASI, the artificial super intelligence, right? So that will be the state where AI will surpass the human intelligence, and it will do a lot of things on its own. A lot of things will be, the AI will be autonomous, and um, it will be making the decision on its own. It can have a lot of autonomous workflow. It can design, or it can create solution on its own. It can deploy solutions, it can run solutions, right? So a lot of things will be automated in that sense, and it will surpass the human intelligence. So the idea of singularity says that um, the day will come when AI will be super smart, and it will no longer take, instructions from human, and it will learn on its own. It will make its own decisions, and the situation will go out of hand, and where we will no longer be able to contain or constrain the AI, right? So it's very fascinating, right? Right now it is part of sci-fi fictions, but some people believe that these day will come, when AI will be so smart, and the singularity will arrive in our lifetime. Well, uh, a lot of people who are not into a technical field, and they are kind of hearing a lot of terms around AI, and they might worry, and thinking that um, so it is something which will take over the world, or which is something which is going to control the human life in days to come, in times to come. um, the this question can be natural, as AI is the buzzword in the industry. It is, a lot of people have used or misused this AI term and every industries have been using this AI term to market their product. So this is a very used, misused, abused, I can say, a buzzword in the industry right now, and a lot of attentions, a lot of government attentions, and a lot of regulations, a lot of things is going into the AI space right now. So this question comes very natural about the singularity and the AI surpassing the human intelligence, and what will happen when uh, the AI will no longer be controlled by the human. To understand all this, we must understand the concept of consciousness in the context of AI. Well, to understand the concept of consciousness, we have to first understand what is consciousness, right? So, consciousness is a multifaceted concept. In the very basic term, the consciousness means awareness, right? The understanding of things around us, understanding of the world around us. So, when we say something is conscious, that means it has the ability to perceive the world around us, right? So we can say any living thing like human or animal or any living thing, they have the understanding or the awareness of the world around them, right? But when we talk about AI or the large language models, they do not have this awareness of the world around them. So as we discussed earlier, a lot of large language models like um, Llama or ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity are in the market. They have been trained on the trillions of data. People are kind of talking to them. They are doing a prompt engineering, getting the desired response out of them. But these LLMs have been trained, but they do not have any. They cannot perceive the world around them, right? They cannot. They cannot. They do not have the perceptions around them. So this is the one part. The they are not constantly perceiving the world around them. That is one. The second one, the self awareness, right? So when we say self awareness, we understand that as a human we have the awareness of our own imagination, and the stream of thoughts that we have, right? So we are aware of the all the things that we are visualizing in our mind. We are a lot of things that we are imagining in our mind. We have a lot of thoughts going around in our on the daily basis, on every moment that we have a lot of thoughts going on, and we are aware of that. So these large language models do not have the concept of self awareness, right? In a sense where they can imagine, they can visualize, they can have the stream of thoughts going around, right? So they do not have that. When we talk about the self awareness, then there is also a concept of being metacognitive, right? So the concept of metacognitive says that we are aware of our own thought process, right? We are aware of our own thought patterns. Uh, we we know that the kind of thoughts or the habitual pattern that we have, the way we think, the area that we like to focus on, right? So in a metacognitive way, these AI and large language models are not having a self awareness in a metacognitive way. So that is the one part. Now, coming to the emotion side of the consciousness, or the feeling side of consciousness. Well, as a human being, we have our own emotional side, right? We have the ability to feel the happiness, we have the ability to feel the pain, right? We have the ability to suffer. So in that sense, we are sentients, right? So we can feel all the emotions in our mind, right? So in that sense, these AI and large language models are not uh, emotional entity or the emotional being. They do not have ability to suffer the pain. They do not have ability to feel the happiness. So that emotional side is completely missing when we talk about AI and large language models, right? So as we understand the human consciousness, or the concept of consciousness in the context of AI, so So we understood about the reasoning and cognitive capabilities that AI have, but they do not have the awareness of the world around them. They are not self-perceiving the world. They also do not have the emotional side, or they are not sentience. They do not have the ability to feel happiness or pain, right? Then the human have also the concept of you know we as a human we try to find purpose and meaning in our life, right? So in a way we can say that the human mind is a meaning making machine, right? We always try to find a pattern. We always try to find meanings in whatever we do. We also try to find the purpose in our life, and some sort of whatever we do, we try to seek the pattern, we try to seek the meaning out of that, right? So that is a very inherent quality of being human, right? So when we talk about the meaning and purpose, these concepts or these part of the consciousness is missing in AI and large language models, right? So as a human we also have the understanding of our past, our present, our future, right? And we can learn from our past, we can learn from our present moments. We can also decide, or we can also design our life based on the learning that we had, and can design our life for future, right? So the construct of past, future, and present is missing when we talk about the consciousness in context of AI. Then when we talk about consciousness, then in human we also have the free will, right? Or we call agency, the internal locus of control that we have. uh, we know that as a human being we have our free will, that we can decide, and we can make our choices. The we can decide what actions that we have to pursue, the choices that we have to make, and the way we have to design our life, and we take the actions consistent with those designs or those plans that we have made. So these concepts of free will, or the agency, the internal locus of control, these things are missing, right? In when we talk about consciousness in the context of AI, right? So in human being all these things come as a bundle, come as a package, right? We are not only a thinking entity. We do not only have the intelligence and the cognitive abilities, but we are also having a perception of the world, and we also having the metacognitive and self perceptions about our own self. We have the emotional side, and we also have the free will, and internal locus of control. And then we have the construct of purpose, meaning, or when we see our life, when we try to see our life in terms of like past, present, and future. So all these concepts are part of consciousness. So as we said earlier, consciousness is nothing but it is a multifaceted concepts, right? So all these things comes as part of consciousness, and this comes as a bundle or the package for the human mind. So all these things are missing in terms of consciousness to AI, consciousness in the context of AI. Well, when we interact with large language models, it may seem like that it has some intelligence. When we ask certain questions which it has answered earlier, then in that context it can reflect and it can talk to us, and it may seem like that it has some sort of intelligence and cognitive abilities, it may seem like. But as we know that a lot of mathematics and a lot of algorithms have gone into designing, and a lot of data has gone into training the models that we interact with. So it has, of course, in that sense it has learned that patterns, and it can talk to us, and it feels like that it is reflective in some sense. But when we talk about the consciousness and consciousness as a whole term, then a lot of things are missing in large language models and AI. So 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 having discussed all this, we can say that AI, even though they are smart with the training of data that they have learned on, they are not conscious being, right? They are not conscious being, they are not emotional being. They do not have any purpose on their own. They do not have a free will, right? They do not have an internal locus of control. They do not try to find the purpose of their existence, right? So all these things which a human has, which a human mind kind of craves for, or a human mind is designed to decipher, right? So all these abilities are missing in AI and large language models. So in that sense, even though no matter even though the artificial general intelligence comes in future, or even the artificial super intelligence come in future, it will not have all these free wills and the purpose and the meaning and then the emotional patterns that human have. The AI will not have these things, right? So I think it is safe to say that AI is not going to be a very powerful being, in a sense that it will have its own meaning and purpose in on their own, and they can do something which will be a danger to the human and the mankind, right? So of course the concept of singularity will, for a long time, I believe, that will remain a sci-fi part of fictions only, and that is not going to come into reality so soon.